Oh, hey everybody, right, so today I'm going to talk about a few things that's holding you back. Now, there's two ways we can look at this, and you can see here it's something that says I believe this way or I believe this way. And these two things will literally shift the way that you work, the way that you operate, the results that you get, the life that you lead, and even the businesses that you build or the career that you develop. All these things are hardwired into ourselves, and these are things that's happened over a period of time. So it's conditioned and it's learnt behaviour. Now, the first thing that we're going to look at right here is a certain way that you look at things, or a way that you think about things. So the first thing we're going to look at here is failure. Now, if you have the mindset, the belief that failure is it's humiliating, you look bad, you don't experience good things from failure, it makes you look a fool, it makes you feel idiotic, people's going to laugh, people's going to point at you, people's going to poke fingers at you. Listen, I understand all that. You know, we are human after all, so we do go through these experiences where we think other people's going to think about us when we fail. We are probably, maybe because we've been laughed at in the past. Maybe we have stood up in front of school, in front of the class, and we've done things, and we've actually, people's laughed and giggled at us, and it's internalising ourselves, and it's made us feel a certain way. But it doesn't have to be that way. We don't have to really internalise that. We can challenge it. We can change that. But I get it and I understand it. Listen, from school, from being such a young age, we've been told no, 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 all through school up until our adult years. We get to the late teenagers, early adulthood, and all of a sudden we've heard no 17 times more than we've heard the word yes. It's no wonder that you start to think that failure is a bad thing. The second thing that we actually then experience is if you're really good at things, then you're going to get good results. And I used to think that way too. I thought, I'm really good, I put a lot of effort in, I work really hard. Why am I not getting great results? Why am I not getting good results when I'm doing good things? I'm a good guy, I'm a good person, I put good effort in, I make good commitments, I do good things. Why ain't good things happening? Why aren't I not getting these good results? And then the third thing is, why bother? I've tried this before, didn't really work for me in the past. Why bother? That's all right for you because that's your personality, that's the kind of person that you are, that's the environment that you're from, that's the family that you're from, you're born into this, you're privileged. Why even bother? Why should I even try to do these things? Because, well, let's face it, I'm probably not going to make it happen. Now, that's one way of thinking about things, and we've probably all been there in some aspects of this because we are a work in progress. None of us are perfect. We're always trying to adapt. We're trying to grow. Or we certainly should be trying to adapt and trying to grow. And this is, you've probably heard of this term and you've probably seen this talked about quite a lot. But this term is what they're known as a fixed mindset. You have this conditioned belief that you believe that failure is humiliating, that you think that if you put good effort in, if you're good, you should get good results. If you think, why bother? I don't really know, just can't be bothered, why bother? It's probably not going to work. This is all what we know as a fixed mindset. Now you can shift this, and it just takes a bit of repetition because that's how this got developed in the first place. It got developed and put there by being repeated over and over and over again. Now it can be changed. Now the other way that you can think is you can think, well, do you know what? Failure is an opportunity to learn. If I fail's not humiliating. Fail's not something that's going to make me look stupid. Failing is not something that's going to make me look bad. Failing is going to show me what I need to do. It's going to allow me to learn more. And if I learn more, I can become more. And if I can become more, I can earn more. And if I can earn more, I can do more. You've got to learn to understand that failure is good. Failure is something that you can really start to develop and adapt. Fail fast, fail often. Fail, you've got to fail. Fail's good. I often say to people that you learn very little from succeeding. If you just got success every single time, well, yes, it will teach you there's a certain way that works, but what's not going to tell you what's not working? And what if the thing that you're doing that is working is only producing this much result, when actually if you just tweaked it and you failed a few times before it, you could get these results. So failing is a really good thing. It allows you to learn and it allows you to get better. The second thing here is you don't want to be just good. You want to be outstanding. Really stand out. And this is the thing that I used to think. I used to think that if I was good, And I worked and I put a lot of effort in to be good. And I did good things, and I made good commitments, and I made good projects, and I did good training, and I did all these things good. I thought that that would produce good results. It doesn't. So I decided, do you know, how do I get better? What do I need to change? What do I need to do? Who do I need to become to get these outstanding results, these excellent results, these good results? So then you think, well, do you know, let's be excellent. I'm not just going to be good at things, I'm going to be excellent at what I do. I'm going to learn more, read more, study more, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to journal, I'm going to do all this stuff that you see all the other people talking about, that you see these books talking about, that you see other people online talking about. You see it on podcasts, you read the books, you see the blogs, all this kind of stuff, and you think, yeah, I'm going to be excellent. And then you start being excellent, and you think that you're going to get excellent results. Only that doesn't work either. You don't get excellent results from being excellent. You get good results from being excellent, but you don't get excellent results. Now, the difference between being excellent and being outstanding is very little, but if you look around in the environment, look at people online, look at celebrities, look at actors, look at, anybody that's really kind of outstanding, and you'll see what it is that makes them outstanding. They stand out. Outstanding means that they're standing out. And that little bit extra, that little bit more that they're giving is the thing that's going to get not just good results, excellent results. So it's not about thinking that good equals good or bad equals bad or excellent equals excellent. It's always a step back. And then the final thing here is that it's not about why bother, it's about what more can I do. It's not about well, I've tried this before, it didn't really work for me in the past, why bother now? It's about thinking, right, okay, let's tie it into a bit of failure, let's learn from this. What more can I do? What else can I do? What's the thing that I need to apply, that I need to do more of to get the results that I want? And if you start to think this way rather than this way, then you have what they call as a growth mindset. So you are in a different place altogether. Now, when you start to think like that, when you start to act with a growth mindset, you'll see things change, and you'll see things change pretty quick because you look for opportunities. It's the whole glass half empty, half full, the optimist sees it half full, the pessimist sees it half empty, and then there's the other kind of person who just comes along and just drinks the kind of glass. You've got to think about things like this. Like they talk about thinking outside the box and lateral thinking, but what you've got to look to do is think how can I give more? How can I become outstanding? I don't just want to be good, because good things, bad things happen to good people all the time. You've probably seen this happen. It might have even happened to yourself. You see good parents end up with bad kids that maybe on drugs or end up in prison. And it's not because the parents aren't good, they're good parents, but the kids just don't turn out good for whatever reason it is. Now, if you're blessed that they are, fantastic. It's probably because you've been an outstanding parent. Maybe it's down to your business. You're a good person, you didn't do anything wrong, but you was only good. And that's probably hard for you to swallow. That, listen, I've been good in all my life, I've worked really hard, I'm likeable, I'm trustworthy, I know the stuff, I really care, I'm a good person. It's just not going to work. You're going to get bad results. If you're just good, the results aren't good, they're bad. So you've got to think, how can I become outstanding? How can I become the person that people know, that go to? Because there's 3 ways that I often say dictate how successful you can be in your life, in your career, or even in the business if you're in the business world. And these 3 things are, where should we write these? We're going to put these down here. So hopefully when I zoom into this, you can see this. But the first thing is demand. Demand for what you do. That's the first thing, demand for what you do. Now, the thing is, you have no control over the demand. The market's going to take care of that for you. They'll demand how much they want something, whether they need it, is it solving a problem, is it something that they need to fix. The demand's being taken care of by somebody else, so you've got very little control, if any control over that whatsoever. The next thing that you have though is your ability. This is the thing that sits underneath here right now. So you have an ability. This is what I'm talking about right now with a growth mindset. If you have a growth mindset, you can get better. Your ability can lift. Your ability can grow. You can do more. You can become more. And when you do that, you can get more. So this is the whole idea of having this growth mindset. It's the ability. And the thing is, if you get this right, and you grow and develop your ability, the next thing that happens is that it becomes very difficult to replace you. And when you become difficult to replace, that is when you start to become more valuable to the market. Because listen, every single person is replaceable. We know that. Nothing cannot be replaced. Every person can be replaced. But when you become difficult to be replaced, that's when you make all the impact. That's when you take control. That's when you become someone that's recognized in the field as an expert and a specialist. So what we've got to do is we've got to move away from you having this fixed mindset and start becoming more of a person with a growth mindset. This means that, again, you learn from your failure. This means that you look at how you can become outstanding. This means that you think, well, you know, not that why bother, it's how I do more. How can I do more so that I become more valuable to the market? Because the more valuable I become, then the more difficult it is to replace me. And let me tell you this, the harder you are to replace, the more money that you will make. Guys, if you enjoy this, do please make sure that you share it to other people, tag them in, tell them they've got to see it, put a comment below, let me know what it is that you like most about this, and we'll see you again next week.